Doha is now at the center of Middle East politics in a very rare and urgent meeting of Arab and Muslim foreign minister. Qatar's Prime Minister, Sheikh Mohammed bin Abdulrahman Al Thani, delivered a fiery warning to Israel. Well, his words were not any diplomatic niceties. They were a call to action. He said that the Muslim world can no longer stay silent. The era of double standards, he declared, must end now. Well, this meeting is not just about another round of speeches. It comes just days before an Arab Islamic emergency summit when leaders are expected to put forward a unified front against Israel. But the question is, why now? Well, this is now because Israel's recent strike in Doha targeting Hamas officials has crossed a red line according to them. Now for Qatar, this was not just any attack on Hamas, it was an attack on their soil, their sovereignty and their reputation as a mediator. In the meantime, Sheikh Mohammed's message carried three key points. First of all, Israel must be held accountable, not just for Gaza, but for its expanding strikes across the entire region. Second, Muslim nations should break their silence and act together. And third, but most importantly, the international community, specifically the West, cannot keep playing the double standard game, condemning violence in one place while ignoring it in Palestine. But here's the interesting twist here. Even as Qatar's Prime Minister talked really tough, he also underlined that Doha is still willing to work with Egypt and the US towards a ceasefire. This is a classic Qatar diplomacy, right? On one hand, it hosts Hamas leaders and champions the Palestinian cause. But on the other hand, it provides military access to the US through the Al Udeid Air Base, America's largest in the Middle East. It is both a critic of Israel and a partner to Washington. Now, let's put this into perspective. Well, the Arab world has often been divided when it comes to Israel. Some countries like the UAE, Bahrain and Morocco, they normalized their ties under the Abraham Accords. Saudi Arabia was even moving in that particular direction before the war in Gaza reignited. But after Israel's bombing in Doha, Qatar is rallying Muslim nations to close the ranks once again. The Arab League and the Organization of Islamic Cooperation are already working on a draft resolution. If adopted, then this could mean stronger political, economical and even diplomatic retaliation, and that too against Israel. The question is, what does this mean for the region? Let me help you with the answer. It raises the risk of escalation. If Muslim nations unite under Qatar's leadership, Israel could find itself facing not just Hamas in Gaza, but a much wider coalition of angry Arab states. Now for the US, this is a nightmare scenario. It relies on both Israel and Qatar as allies, and for the people of Gaza, this could decide whether they get relief or whether the war spread even further. So the bottom line is this: Qatar is no longer just condemning Israel, it is trying to lead a moment now. The moment that could reshape Arab unity, challenge Israel's strategy, and most importantly, test America's balancing act in the Middle East. The question is, will Arab leaders truly back Qatar's call, or will this summit end in words and not the action?